Join me today as we go to the Land Transportation Office Licensing Center in Quezon City to get my driver's license for the Philippines. If you are a tourist coming for a short duration of stay, there's no need to convert your driver's license to a Philippine driver's license. You can usually get an international driving permit through your local AAA if you're in the US, and it is good for a year. In my particular case, I've moved to the Philippines with my family and will be here an indefinite amount of time. And I also needed a Philippine ID in order to conduct certain transactions in the Philippines. The process I will be discussing will be for a conversion of your foreign driver's license to a Philippine driver's license. Here are the things that you need. You need a valid foreign driver's license, an LTO accredited medical certificate, your passport, the original along with photocopies of the first page, the visa page, and the stamp of your latest entry. If you are married to a Filipino citizen, then you do not need the visa page, but a copy of your marriage certificate. Lastly, you will need proof that you'll be staying beyond 120 days in the Philippines. Here's the list of the normal process you have to go through. First, you need to obtain your medical clearance by visiting an LTO accredited medical clinic. Next, you have to visit an LTO licensing office, submitting all documentation, payment of all your fees, you take your photo, and then you wait for the license in the waiting area. Here's how my journey went. I went to the LTO licensing center in Quezon City because I had reliable information that I could get my license the same day at that location. The drive was about 16 kilometers or 10 miles, and it cost about 400 pesos for a grab. There was a moderate amount of traffic and it took us about 40 minutes to get to the LTO center. Now when I showed up, I wasn't sure what to do, so I went inside the LTO center and went to counter 1. Here's a video that Tim Yu posted on Google 4 years ago, showing the inside of the LTO. Window 1 is on the far right. I asked the person at the window what I needed to do to complete my license transfer, and she gave me all the instructions. First, she handed me an application and asked if I had my medical clearance done. Since I did not have my medical clearance completed, she directed me to the nearest LTO accredited medical clinic. The medical clinic is within walking distance of the LTO. Here is the path that I took. The medical clinic is located on the 2nd floor above a Chowking restaurant. I was told to go directly to the clinic and to avoid the fixers that would be outside. Here's an outside view of the clinic. There's a room next door where you could begin completing your application. Someone will help you fill out a form and take you next door to go through the process. Once you're in this room, you'll wait for your name to be called. They will check your eyesight, they will weigh you, and they will ask you some medical questions. You will then pay 500 pesos and wait for your documentation to be completed. They will collect from you your passport, your foreign driver's license, and any other documentation you need photocopied. Once I was done there, I made my way back to the LTO licensing office to window 1. The girl at the window processed my application, then asked me to sit down and wait for my name to be called for window 9. Window 9 is the cashier. You'll be charged approximately 785 pesos for your license. Make sure you bring cash since they do not accept credit cards. Next, you'll be asked to sit and wait for window 4. Window 4 is where you go to take your picture and verify your address and other identifying information for your card, as well as fingerprints. I also took the time to ask the nice lady if she could make sure that I look like a movie star in my picture. She assured me I would look like Brad Pitt. I was then asked to take a seat and wait to be called for window 6. At this window, you will receive your driver's license. They will verify the information on the card and they will hand you your driver's license. Here's my license. Don't I look just like Brad Pitt? Anyhow, the whole process was very easy and very pain-free. I've seen that some people had taken several hours to have this process done from beginning to end. Mine only took an hour and 10 minutes from beginning to end, which is quite an amazing feat if you know anything about how things are done in the Philippines. I can only assume that the anti-fixer campaign probably had something to do with it. All in all, the license cost me a total of 1,285 pesos and an hour and 10 minutes of my time. Thank you for joining me on my journey to the LTO today. Please go ahead and leave a comment below, like and subscribe to the video, and I will continue to take you along on the journey as we continue to explore the Philippines. This is Retired Plus 3 signing out.